Okay, and here we are with Saxony Patriotic. On this board we have move paired with upgrade, we have bolster paired with deploy. We start as Saxony on tundra, where we can get oil for upgrades, and we start on mountains, where we can get metal for deployments. Now in this particular one, I think I'm going to want to actually get two upgrades. One to increase the move option from only 2 units up to 3. And I think I'll aim for bolster as well to get 3 power instead of 2 when I bolster. Let's see who we are going to play against. Is Togawa and Crimea. Alright, neighbor encounters for structure bonus. Saxony can get 2 objectives, that's possible. We again have population advantage and northern advantage. Alright, so 2 of these our 2 objectives are territory objectives. So those tend to be a little bit easier. Again, my favorite objective is Foundations of the Empire, where you need to have 6 tokens on the same territory. All right, so Crimea is agriculture. That's me. Saxony Patriotic. Togawa militant, which should mean Togawa goes first. There they go. All right. Let's start off with. We're definitely going to need to produce and trade early. Okay. Let's produce. And now produce for 2 metal. Or trade for 2 metal, rather. And now we're going to produce for 1 oil, 1 metal. Now, let's bolster and deploy. We're going to deploy speed. Place it here. And we're going to move. Now, if I can get an outright upgrade with this encounter, I think that's going to be best case scenario. Oh, perfect. That is, well, yeah, I think I do want it as an outright so that I don't have to move to get the second upgrade. So this move is going to give me an upgrade, but also the encounter gives me an upgrade. I think that going for this one, 2 oil, 1 popularity isn't bad. I think I'd just rather get the outright upgrade right now. Move, make deploy easier, and use the oil for that upgrade. Bolster, and yeah, let's make this deployment easier. Because if produce is paired with enlist, there's a really interesting option for us. We could go with the 5 worker method instead of 8, at least to start with the game. Okay. Let's produce. And I think I like to trade for 2 metal. Let's go with underpass. So we're going to bolster to get 3 power and go for underpass. Okay. Now we will produce, get us up to 5 workers, and that'll also have us with enough metal in order to bolster and deploy, and I think I'll get disarm. The reason why I'm thinking I want to go with the 5 worker method right now is when I do all of these producing and enlisting, I'll only lose a power instead of losing a popularity and a coin along with it. Okay, so let's bolster. It's going to get us our power up to 9. That's pretty good. And notice that every time that we're bolstering, we're also getting 3 coins. So let's disarm. I might put a mech there, and in fact leave that mech until I get population advantage. Right. So let's do this. Let's move. We're going to move mech there. We're going to take all the workers. We're going to drop one off here and take the 3 workers that I need in order to produce and enlist there. This mech will go here. So the next turn is going to be produce and enlist. Looks like Togawa is gearing up to get some structures. Which has me wondering if I should enlist build. I think I'll do that. Alright, we have 8 power right now. Let's get some additional combat cards. Alright, that was a bad draw. We got 2 more 2s. So not a good draw at all. Alright, now we're going to bolster and deploy our final mech. Now, an interesting option is this. So, one thought is to put the mech here where there are just 2 workers. The other thing is I might have the mech go here and at some point move this worker here to the tundra as I go for the objective of occupying 3 tundra. So have that mech there. So in fact what I'm going to do is this. Move that worker there. Move this worker here. And let's see what I can pick up from one of these objectives. I certainly don't have to go here. In fact, I'm thinking, why not go here to that tundra, pick up the objective. I sure do like the idea of getting 2 popularity. The thought of getting 3 power is intriguing. Gets me closer to the power star. Though I don't know if I'm going to be bolstering at any point. So let's just gain 2 popularity, get me a little bit closer, possibly to getting into tier 2, which I will right now, because Togawa just enlisted, built a structure. So through my enlistment, I'll get that power, that popularity, up to 7. All right, let's produce. Eventually, I like the idea of producing to get up to 8 workers, but not quite yet. Okay. Right, now there's an interesting way for me to get population advantage. Bring this mech here, character there to get that objective. And move that mech there. Let's see what I get from this encounter. Pay 2 coins to gain 4 power, which will give me the power star. And I got population advantage. Okay. So now next turn, let's produce and enlist. And notice that's actually going to give me a second oil, so I can do another upgrade. Paired with move if I wanted to go that route. I'm okay on power now, so let's do this. Get even more popularity. Who knows? We might get up to tier 3. Let's see how that works. Okay. Why not pick up another encounter? And in fact, let's see about this. Yep. Right. 2 coins and 1 popularity I think is the right thing, and we just got northern advantage, at least 3 tundras. Okay. Understanding how move can be a very powerful tool. When I first started playing Scythe, I thought that it was best to just spam bolster as much as possible, as well as trade and produce, and I was doing hardly any movement. When I first started learning how to play the game, I was usually just kind of staying on my neighborhood and not doing a whole lot of movement. And as you start to learn the game, you pretty clearly see that really just kind of handcuffs you. You don't spread out workers, you're not getting more territories, which is, as you can see here, such an important part of the end game scoring. All right, so let's go for that final enlistment. Though I do realize now I could have upgraded last time, but that's also an option here if I wanted to. Now I don't have any combat victories, which again, as Saxony is pretty atypical, but let's see if, all right, so now I'm in tier 3. There is a way to protect myself, I think. Yes, there is a way to protect myself from getting down into tier 2. All right, we're going to stop this video and we're going to conclude with video 2 and a lot of explanation about why I'm going to choose the next move that I'm going to do. So back with part 2 in the next video.